Joseph, what's up, man?
What's going on, fam?
Nah, pretty good, man.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Hold on one second, man. Try to switch over to the.
Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you, fam.
Yeah, man. What's going on, man?
Nah, man. Just busting this grub. That's it.
Yeah, man. I had ran the Cheesecake Factory, man, right before the call. Ran over there, man. And
they open over there?
Yeah. They open for takeout only. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to do takeout.
Oh, all right.
But hey, yeah, man, hit that thing up, man.
I hear you.
Yeah, they got a little special right now. Like you spend $30, you get a free slice of cheesecake.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they wildin', dude. Yeah.
Oh, they got people hooked now.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Last time I went in there, man, they had so many cheesecakes, man. Like waiting for people to come pick up, man. That thing was crazy, man. Because everybody, everybody trying to take advantage.
Heck yeah.
So, you know how that thing is, man.
Oh yeah. So I would do that too, but it's not too far from me.
Yeah, you gotta hit up Naples, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, let's see who hop on here, man. Like I said, I know Calvin was saying that he's gonna hop on.
People gonna hop on with him or something like that?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. But yeah, man, I ain't get them, man. Hey, I think Tomato, they got the black and blue ones coming out, man. I probably caught those.
The
one. Yeah. It's like white, black, and blue.
I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, they pretty cold, man. I was on IG. And it came up on the little link.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotta check them out. I ain't even check them out yet.
Yeah, I think they said like May. Let me see what. Hold on. Yeah, I think it was May. I'm trying to check. Yeah, it might be May 9th. It might be.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, all right.
Hey, so what's up, man?
What's up, man? What's good with you?
What's going on, baby?
Not much, man.
I hear you, dog.
Hey, happy Easter, man.
You too, man. You too.
Appreciate it. Hey, tomorrow.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Because we both on in the same place. Happy Easter, egghead.
Yeah, happy Easter.
And we over here at my house.
Oh yeah, you got to mute one of them.
So I'm finna mute mine. I'm finna mute mine though, because I'm about to get in the car. I'm gonna have to listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm freaking tired as a runaway slave. All right, Mom. All right. I love you. I love you too. I love y'all. Love you too. I'll talk to you soon. I'm gonna give them big head too. Bye, Ari. I love you. I'm tired, y'all. All right,
Oh yeah, happy Easter.
No, I got my phone. That's my phone. My phone in my hand. Look.
Yeah, I hit her on mute real quick. Oh man. So as you can see, you can see the chart. You can see the chart. You can see it. Joe, you already said you can see it, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah. All right, man, let me text Herman real quick. Let me see if Herman gonna hop on or not.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
I'm on the thing. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm trying to put this junk on safe driving mode while I get in the car.
Yeah. Yeah, Herman said he hopping on, so I'm just waiting for him to.
Demaris, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I'm just making sure because I'm in the car and I want to make sure it's connected to my exterior. All right.
Yeah, I can still hear you. All right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start. I guess Herman can hop on. Let me mute somebody's phone. Hold on, let me see.
I'm going to mute mine.
All right.
Hold on a second.
All right. Joe, you can still hear, right? You good?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, man. So yeah, we're gonna start. Herman, whenever he hop on. I mean, it is what it is. Basically, I just want to show everybody like some of the trades I was looking at this past week, and then some that I picked up on in the market. So if you guys, one of the things that I was going to show you guys, right? So we're still looking at the same levels. We're still looking at the divergence. Nothing changed. You know what I mean? From that standpoint, it's just a matter of basically kind of looking at what the market gave last week. So one of the things I noticed though, real quick, so if basically I looked at retest last week. So if a level broke, so Let me just go to April, the week of April 6th, which was my birthday. So let me just highlight it so you guys can see everything from like April 6th. So all this was last week that I'm gonna highlight. So basically you can see on the chart, the market's in the uptrend. So every time it broke a level, so like here, it broke this level, which was 133 even. Then it came up, broke through 134, and then 135, and then it came down and did a retest here, and it did a retest here. So basically, the market is always gonna, one of the things to notice is that the market, whenever it puts in a new high, it's gonna come back down to the previous levels and test them before going higher. So even if you miss this trading day, which was Monday, April 6th, on the 7th, it came down during the Asian session to 133,790, and it held this level. Broke out above it, and then came back down during the London session and tested it again. So the market's always going to retest. So you don't have to worry about if you missed this first trade, then this was the next trade. As far as the US session, you can kind of go down to a smaller time frame. That was the 1 hour chart. This is the 30-minute chart. And this is what I basically want to show you guys on the 30-minute chart. If you notice right here, price, and I'm going to zoom in as much as I can so you guys can see it. If you notice right here, price actually respected 133,790, right? So it came down, like I said before here, it put in a high, it came back down, and it tested 133.790. Notice how the candle closed right on 133.790. If you notice that, right? So this is the candle that I'm talking about right here. So let me highlight it, the two candles that I'm talking about right here. If you guys notice, price came back down and it closed. If you notice the close of this candle, this black candle right here, you look at the top of the screen where it says open high is right here in this area up here. You guys can notice the close is, when I put my cursor on it, closed at 133.840, right? This green candle. The black candle closed at 133.788. So right at 790, right? 133.790. So that when these two candles closed, this was a buy signal. If you notice down here on the chart, you had a hidden bull signal here. Put your cursor on it. But remember, we want to take the trade right off the level. So 134 was the level that you would be looking at for price action. It tapped 134 in the next candle. So if you took that trade, that was about 277 pip trade. But the real trade came down here. Notice how price closed flat, right on it, literally right on the level. So that means that this is a discount buy area in regards to trying to get in for the uptrend to resume. So if you notice to the right, at 4 o'clock in the morning, you basically had the same trade again during the London session. So it was another buy, 133.790. So as I started going back through the charts, I started noticing, if you look here to the, and you got a couple things that happened to the left when you look to the left on the chart. Here you had the previous break of 133,500 level. Basically here, let me just adjust because this number's off a little bit. 133,500 level. You had a break of 133,500 where the black line is, right? And then you had a tap of 133,790 here, right? 133,790. So the thing is, we already knew that this level had a high chance of being respected. So when price came back down and it formed this crazy support, when price closes like how it closed right here, literally closed on the black on the line, whether it's the 700, 500, or 790, 500, or even number, then that's showing you good support off these levels, right? So it's a high percentage chance that these levels are going to hold. They're not going to be broken, meaning that candles are not going to close below these levels. So as I started going back through the chart, I noticed that it happens quite often, right? So and that's pretty much what I traded this past week. I traded the regular retest, and then I also looked on like the 1 hour, 30-minute, even down to the 2-minute chart, where it also respected some of these levels. And I'll show you guys in a second. Hold on, let me take this off. Go to the 1 hour chart. So you go here, remove this. Now we can go down to the 2-minute chart. So you can notice like right here. So perfect example, right? So, and the crazy thing is, you can see on the chart, there's a bull signal here, right? So look, price actually respected this level. It did a zone, bullish pin bar, tried to come up and tap 134, and then it finally came up and it broke 134. Hold on 1 second, Herman's hopping on. Herman, what's up, man? Herman, what's up, man?
What's going on, man? Sorry I'm late.
No, you good, man. So we were just going over how, remember I was telling you before about the break and retest and all that?
Yeah.
And then some price action that I was looking at that happens over and over. So this is the 2-minute chart. So like I was saying, you guys can see price broke above 133.790. It eventually went up and it broke out of 134, right? So it broke out of that resistance. It came back down and it retested down here. So this is the thing that you got to understand, right? And I'm telling you guys honestly, if you listen to what I'm saying, this will save you some headache. You got to wait for the retest, right? So if you miss this first breakout above 134, you're looking at like, oh my God, like I just missed a trade that was like, 300, 400 pips. So, but look what happened. That happened at 4 o'clock in the morning. Then at 4:30, price came right back and it retested again, the same level, right? 133.790. But notice on this particular time, price closed literally right on the level again. So you guys see that, right? So see how price closed. This black candle, which is a red candle, closed at 133.792. So right at the 790 level, right? Then the next candle, it tried to drop. It closed green. The bottom of the body of the candle closed right above 133.790. And then what happens, right? Price actually breaks out of 134 and then it's gone. So if you notice on the chart, this trade 133.790, and then it went actually up to 134, almost 790. So it would have been about 1,000 pips. So whenever you see that price is basically forming a support off of the level like this, it's a high percentage chance that price is gonna actually it's gonna be a hard bounce. So your stop loss can be below the wick of the previous candle. So in this case, when you look to the left right here, your stop loss would have been below 133.732. So you would have had about a 60 pip stop loss, not even a huge stop loss at all, under 100 pips. High percentage trade. So you guys see that? Any questions on that?
So basically you would really necessarily want to you'd want to wait for the retrace. You wouldn't really want to be in the trade on the first one.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So what you want to do is So if you notice, right? So this is the thing, right? At 238 on this particular trade, it's telling you that it's a buy. It's bullish divergence, right? Where my cursor is, you can see the buy signal. So it's bullish divergence. But what happens is that now if you would have took that first trade, I mean, you could have made 100, you know, you could have made a quick 140 pips. But remember, the market last week was in a straight up uptrend. It was a heavy uptrend, right? So we know that, number one, this is before the London session even opened. So this is not a high volume time. Like 2 o'clock in the morning is not a high volume time. So we know that the full market opens at 3:30, so, or 3 o'clock. So you could have waited until, I would have personally, to be honest, and then looking at the bullish pin bars, like you notice right here, this is a buy signal too. This is a good buy signal because it tapped 133.790 bullish pin bar, then another bullish pin bar, then it came out and retested and it held. So I would have probably took this trade, my stop loss right below 790, and that trade would have been about 300 pips. But then the Mac Daddy of them all is when price closes, like how it closed right here. This is what you guys got to notice this and go back to the charts and study, like, and look for this pattern. So after you already had a bullish signal and all that stuff, hidden bullish signal, right? So you notice right here at 412, it said hidden bullish signal right here. It gave a hidden bullish signal. Now the thing is, remember, you want to take the trade right off the level as close as you can to the level. I wouldn't take the trade at 133.873. I want to tap of 133.790 because I want to get the best possible entry that I can get, right? And then you want to look for price action that confirms it. This is the price action that confirms that it's a buy. When you start seeing that it's forming, you got a bullish pin bar, then you got a black candle that closed right on the level, then you got another green, then you got a bullish pin bar. It's going to go up. Price is going to bounce. So you're basically looking at price action you're looking at price action, you're looking at the level, and then you're looking at the divergence indicator as well, because you want to have confluence when you're taking these trades. So you don't have to worry about getting in on the first entry. You want to get in when you got confirmation. So here it is again, right? So if you guys look at this, it bounced above, like right here, price bounced above 134, right? It went up and it tried to break above 1,500. It came back down. It's going to retest. Remember, the market doesn't move in a straight line. It has to be some kind of retest. It'll basically, in what you call those retests are discount entries, discount buys and discount sells. You want to buy, you want to try to buy. When you're looking for buys, you want to buy as cheap as possible, right? So in other words, I'm not trying to buy if price is already, if it broke out from 134 and it's already almost at 134.443, almost at 134.500. I don't want to buy there. I want to buy where it's cheaper, right? It's called a discount buy. So your prime opportunity is going to be always off the level below it that it broke above, right? It broke above 134. It almost tapped 134.500. You're looking for buys at 134. When price comes back down to 134, you're looking for buys. And you're looking for price action to confirm the buys. If you notice, all right, you had a break here. Then price came back down, right? And it basically closed almost right at 134. So now you know that you're looking for buys here, right? When you look down here, you notice on the indicator has already given you 3 bullish signals. Right here at 334, right here at 408, right here at 434, and then again at 530, right? So what are you looking for? You're looking for a bullish pin bar, or you're looking for a price to close right at the level. I'm telling you that it's a heavy support area. And what do we got right here? If you notice, you got candles that are closing right at the level, right? This is a crazy support. Price is gonna bounce from this level. So if you notice, this is the first time at 546 from 134, it went up and it tapped 134, 500 pip trade. That was a 500 pip trade, right? Then price came back down as you get closer to the US session. So if you missed that trade, you already know when price comes back, you're waiting for price to come back down to that level. So if you turn on your computer and it's 6:30 in the morning, you look at your chart and you're like, oh man, it's some crazy, some good price action. You're just gonna wait for price to come back down again to 134, and you're gonna take a buy. And look what happened. If you would have took that buy at 134, price went all the way up and it tapped 135, basically close to 135, 1,000-pip trade. So that's basically what you're looking for. You're gonna wait for the break and the retest and the price action to confirm that you know. So in other words, I missed everything, right? I turned on my computer at 6:45 and I see that price is already held here. I see the indicators telling me that this is a buy area. Hidden bull, hidden bull, hidden bull. I'm waiting for it to tap 134. Then I finally see my entry, right? The first entry is going to be right here because price is closing right at the level, on the level. You got a bullish pin bar. You're going to take a buy. It taps 134,500. You got 500 pips. Like, and then it's going to come back down and retest again. You can buy again. And then that would have been a 1,000-pip trade. So as we go through the charts, so after we get off the call, go back through the charts and you're going to start noticing this pattern. Look, it's right here again. Price actually couldn't close. This is at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? So this is a high volume session. This is the US session and the London sessions open at this point, right? So it's 8 o'clock in the morning. You're not going to take the first tap here at 133,790. You're going to wait for it to come back down and retest. Now, when you look to the left, price already broke this level in the London session. If you notice where the time is saying it's 3:02 in the morning. So technically, you already got a buy signal on the next tap because it broke this level and it went all the way up to 134,500. So you could technically take this first trade. However, if you wanted to wait, you could wait, right? This whole thing about this is being patient. So here we go again. You notice right here to the right, what do you got? You got price closing right on the level, right? It's literally closing right on 133,790. 133,790. Notice these two candles. The black candle couldn't close below it. The green candle couldn't close below it. And then what happens, right? It's a buy. 133,790. You take it all the way up to 134,354. That's 550 pips. 550 pip trade. And that trade you would have been out of that trade in roughly, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 40-minute trade, 550 pips. So you guys notice what I'm saying, right? As far as price closing, like right on the level, like it's literally close. It's basically telling you that they're going to move the price up. It's showing you that 133,790 in this case is a nice support area, and they're going to push price higher. And it was already retested here. If you guys notice, it was already retested down here, right? It held, it bounced. This was at 8 o'clock, so the volume's just coming into the market. So remember, the way you got to think about it is that any price action, any big moves that have happened in the London session at 3 a.m. or in the Asian session before that at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, the US session, why would we want to buy at a higher price, right? If I'm looking for buys, I want to buy cheap as possible, right? Same thing for us, even outside of Forex. If I can buy everything on sale, why would I buy for full price, right? You're buying for full price when you open these trades and you're close. So if you're looking for a buy off 134, if you buy at 134.354, you're paying a premium for the price. You want to buy at a discount. The discount, it's going to be where it first broke out of a level. So if you notice right here, and when the support is, this is called discount buys. Buying at 133,790 is a discount, right? Because this is where price actually bounced from before. You're buying at a discount versus buying at a premium. You're going to sell at a premium because you want to buy low, sell high. And you want to, and then vice versa, right? When when you're looking for sells, you want to sell high, right? You want to open your trade when your price is at a level that it already rejected. So perfect example would be something similar to this for a sell. So if you notice, price rejected 134.500 here. The next time it comes up to 134.500, you could be looking for a sell, right? So now, if you guys notice, it took a while, right? But you got heavy rejection. You also look at the indicator. The indicator is telling you you had a bear signal here, you had a bear signal here, you got a bear signal over here. Like everywhere I'm putting my cursor, right? It's giving you a bear signal. So it's like 4 bear signals in a row. It's telling you that price is gonna drop. So if we look at current price right now, right? So if we look at current price right now, it's basically, it just put in a low, if you guys notice, right? It was basically consolidating. So if I go to a bigger chart, if I go to a 15-minute chart, see how price was hanging around? It was bouncing back and forth between 135, 500 and 134. So it was staying within like a 500 pip range. So now it just broke out of this range, right? It tried to test this 134 the 134.790 level. It tried to test 134.790, but it failed to do that. So now it's testing 135 again. If you guys notice, 135 even. It's testing that level. So as you start moving through the charts, and I'm gonna just scroll back to kind of show you guys like some of these patterns that we're talking about. So if you notice, so here on the 15-minute chart, just like I was saying, right? This is 133.790. This was on March 11th. And if you notice right here, you got some supports that's telling you it's gonna bounce. Notice price closed pretty much right on 133.790, right? So from that trade, for that trade, if you would have took a buy, plus you got a buy signal on a divergence indicator that matches up. Notice how from 133.790, price goes up and it puts in a high at 134.300 area. So that's roughly 500 pips. 500 pip trade, just like that. So if you go back through the chart, you guys will start seeing how this happens. Like, oh, it happens quite often. Now, same thing for sales, right? So you're gonna notice the same thing for sales. So if you notice here, and you can see it perfect right here. This is a good example right here, right, for sales. Notice how price here, it came up in a test 137.500, this black line. Price closed right below it on both the green candle and the black candle, right? So it's telling you that it's a sell. The next time it comes back to this level, you're looking for sales, right? Because it already rejected and it told you that these levels held. So what happened? This was actually at 10:30 in the morning. It came back at 6:30, or I'm sorry, at 4:45 area, and then look what happened. Price dropped from 137.500, huge drop, all the way down to 133. So this was actually on March 8th. Price dropped from 137.500 all the way down to 133. So that's actually 4,000 pips, 4,000 pip drop on this particular trade. Crazy. So any questions on this?
Nah.
Yeah, man. So basically, you're just gonna look for, you know what I mean? It's gonna show it's, but the market is basically gonna. The biggest thing is you got to be patient. That's what the biggest thing is. So if you notice, even something like this, right? So you could have took this trade. It gave you a bull signal. You would have took it off 137.500, And then if you held it, okay, now price is starting to drop. As long as it closes right on this level, which was 133,790, and you can see right here, it pretty much closed right on the level, right? All 4 of these candles right here, they all close pretty much right on 137,790. You're gonna hold it. And then price broke out from 137,790, went all the way up to 139. So that's a 1,200 pip trade. So you're literally gonna look for support and resistance, right? This is basically like old school trading, like support and resistance. Same thing that happened here. So if you notice, price came here, put in a high. Both the green candle, notice the green and the black candle right here, closed right below 139 even, right? So what did they do? They basically wanted to fake people out on these candles. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna look for exhaustion off of the level. So this is not an entry because price closed on this green candle above 139 if you're looking for a sell. If you want it to close below, once it closes below, that's when you're looking for an entry. The best entry would be like a bearish pin bar, right? This is a bearish pin bar. If you guys notice, you got a bearish pin bar right here, and you got a bearish pin bar here with a long wick at the top telling you that price is gonna drop. So what happens? Once you get these signals, price drops from 139 and it goes all the way down to 130, almost 137 again. So that's like another 2,000 pips. So you had a 2,000 pip buy trade and you had a 2,000 pip sell trade. So you're basically just going to be looking for price action to confirm your entry. It's all about being patient. And I'll be honest with you guys, it's something that I struggle with a lot as far as you know, because the thing is, the fear of missing out, right? You think that mentally you're gonna always turn on the chart when the trade just happened. Like I'm telling you guys, trust me. Once you start trading, you're gonna think it's fake because you're gonna turn on the chart and you're gonna see all these trades that happen. But the beauty of it is, we know the cheat code. The cheat code is the level. It's coming back down to retest those levels. So we got the 3 levels, right? The even number, the 0.790, and the 500. It's gonna come back down and retest. You're just gonna look for price action to give you a good entry, and that's what you gotta think about, right? So almost you're gonna start laughing. That's what I was doing this week. I was literally looking at the charts and laughing, waiting for the discount buys because the overall market was bullish, right? And we can look at that too. But you didn't really want to be taking sales in a bullish market. You want to be taking buys. So I was literally waiting for price to come back down during the US session to take buys. And that's basically like the trades I'm showing you right now. These are some of the trades that I took this past week. And price is actually basically, so if you go to the 1 hour chart, you know, you can see that we're in an uptrend, right? So if you look, you got higher lows and higher highs. So I draw a trend line from like this right here. You guys can see, right? We're in the uptrend. So price is basically coming down, boom, hit it, come down, boom. Notice how it's respecting all these levels, like it's breaking out. So here, it put in a high. So if you notice, it tapped 134,500. Then it came back down and retested 133. Then it shot higher. Then it came down and tested 133,500. Then it shot higher. Then it came down and it tried to test 134,500. Then it shot higher. So right now it's consolidating, but it's still prices in an uptrend. If you look at the daily chart, you can see it as well. Price is putting in higher highs and higher lows. So it's a clear uptrend right now in the market. You know, it's consolidating right now, but it's still defined as an uptrend until, you know, otherwise, until price action says something different. Today is Sunday, it's Easter Sunday. So it's technically lower volume. But as the market, gets back to full power probably on Tuesday or something like that, things will start to pick up. Now, I'm not saying you can't trade because the market's it is open, but it might take longer for a trade to play out kind of deal because there's not a ton of volume in the market. You literally only have, so if you go to Forex Factory and you want to check the calendar, so you go here to Forex Factory, then you go to calendar, and then you go to Monday. If you notice, is bank holidays for a lot of these people. Now, for the U.S. session, is not a bank holiday, but it is for GBP. So basically, if you're going to look to trade, and you probably want to, it would probably be during the U.S. session because London session is not even going to be. The banks are closed, so that would be straight retail traders. So and that's what it is. And I'm talking about that's tomorrow, by the way. So Tuesday is back to normal. Tuesday is a regular trade day going forward. So that's pretty much what it is. Let me see. All right. You guys want to? So that's the first. We're gonna run out of time. You guys want me to send the next link, or you guys just want me to upload this one?
However you want to do it.
It don't matter, D.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna send you guys the next link. So just give me a minute. I'll send it right now. All right.